Thank you, Catherine. And I fixed the microphone as well, so we're good. Now we move on to our Hall of Fame recognitions. The Hall of Fame was founded in 1980 by the Alumni Association to honor those individuals who have earned distinction in one of three categories: achievement, service to society, service to the school, and achievement in athletics. The inductions continued until 1996, when they were discontinued for a time. And then the Alumni Council and the Ferry Hall Advisory Board encouraged their reinstatement in 2006 as part of our annual reunion weekend celebrations. And this year we also added an achievement in the arts as an added criterion. We'll have a recipient of that as our second. And tonight we're honouring two individuals, one a past parent and a long-serving trustee and life trustee, and one alumnus. First recipient is Ned Jessen, past parent and trustee of the school. Ned Jessen. For service to the school, I'll read the citation. Long-time trustee, life trustee, alumni parent, and leadership supporter of the Academy, you're a model friend of the school. Always meticulous, ever conscientious, you have helped guide the Academy during one of the most important eras in its history. From your distinguished service as chair of the Finance Committee to your persistent pledge to preserve the long-term financial health and sustainability of the school, your efforts have yielded tremendous results. The Academy is stronger than ever. Throughout your terms of service, you have fostered a culture of inclusion and collaboration among your colleagues, while delighting everyone with your quick and dry wit. We thank you for your vision, wisdom, advice, and perspective as we move the Academy always forward. And we are ever grateful for the passion and enthusiasm you bring to all things LFA. Very proud to give Hall of Fame to Ned Jessen.
Lynn, Steve, how's my hair? Thank you, Mike and John and all of you. When you're a North Shore Country Day School alum like I am, you need to stack the audience for moral support and protection. So I'd like to thank my family members here tonight who represent about 5% of the audience, including the older two of my three children who both went to LFA, Margaret and Parlin, classes of 2001 and 2005. Our third child, Paula, lives on the East Coast, and she is also here in spirit. And now for my history with LFA. I gotta tell you, things started out very, very badly between LFA and me. Yes, me, not I. Quick tangent. Many people would say very badly between LFA and I. In one of those great New Yorker cartoons, there's two people, one of them says to the other with a look of dejection on his face, "You have no idea what it's like to be a just between you and me person in a just between you and I world." Overuse for the word I. People think it sounds more educated, but it's the opposite. And it's easy to get it right, even if you're not into grammar. Your ear will tell you if you drop the other person like this. The teacher will meet with I. No. Or the teacher will meet with me. Yes, of course. And then you know it's the teacher will meet with my friend and me, not the teacher will meet with my friend and I. And one other guide, not quite as reliable, but toward the beginning of a sentence it's usually I, and toward the end of a sentence it's usually me. Let's get this right and set a good example for our children. Okay, back to history. 3 terrible events in my life with Lake Forest Academy. I hope now is the perfect time to be very negative and very open with all of you. It all started in the summer of 1963 when I was 8 years old, just a little boy attending LFA's summer day camp. In the camp car that picked us up at home in Glenview and took us to camp in Lake Forest, I was always stuck in the 4th row of seats, back where the camp driver couldn't see a thing. And since I was one of the little kids, the other kids poked me, gave me noogies, teased me, you name it. Now everybody know what a noogie is? It's a form of punishment used to assert dominance in a social structure, usually given when a lower person does or says something annoying. It consists of rubbing the knuckles hard against the skull to cause moderate pain. Usually the head is held stable with the weaker arm, and the noogie is given by the stronger arm. But this was behavior that could be bought off and changed through bazooka bubble gum. So my mother kept me supplied with gum to tame those beasts. The system worked well and gave me an early lesson in the value of having money around for unforeseen events. Endowment. All together now. Endowment. Endowment. Louder. Endowment. Okay, thank you. And then there was the bed of pain at this same LFA camp at the same time. When a camper achieves certain goals in different activities like riflery, archery, swimming, and others, we received awards, but had to go through an initiation, which was called the bed of pain. The bed was made of a pile of rocks, sticks, prickly thorns, weeds, which you had to lay down on, and then the counselors pushed down on you to get the stuff to dig into your bare skin, shirtless back. Can you imagine with campers? This taught me to endure pain and ride things out like stock market declines and bear markets. And then in the fall of 1972, just 44 years ago, right on this campus, on the opening kickoff of the varsity football game between LFA and North Shore, one of the LFA players hit me with a very cheap, dirty, personal foul, which the refs missed. And this taught me life's not fair. And after all that, can you believe it? My wife and I decided in 1996, 24 years after this last tragic event, to send our first child to LFA. 3 years later, in 1999, I joined the board at the urging of my 16-year-old daughter, LFA student, my wife, and my mother-in-law, which was great because I figured the job would take too much time, money, donations, and so I otherwise wouldn't have taken the job, which would have been a terrible loss for me. Unintentionally, I'm sure, LFA had hit me with a bait and switch and a deal creep because they had told me up front the job would require little time and little money. And I've been here ever since because I love the school and the people I work with, spending a lot of time in the middle of LFA's money. The headlines of some of my favorite LFA experiences are my daughter's 2 back-to-back cross-checking penalties within 5 seconds of each other. John Strudwick's arrival in 2001, that was fantastic. My occasional late-night emails and phone conversations with Strudwick. My son's overtime comeback victory on the football field in 2004 as quarterback, tripling the size of the endowment, and of course the great faculty, students, staff, and trustees. So in closing, before I sing a short song for you, let me ask you, how often do any of us get a chance to work on something we care as deeply about as the education of our children, with outstanding people who we form deep and lasting relationships with and who become such close friends? LFA is a very special place. And now for my song about LFA. I wrote it last night. The music and lyrics are original and are being performed in public tonight for the very first time. triple the size of the endowment. But we need to triple it again. Because it's still too small, oh yeah. Money, 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 money. So please empty out your pockets right now. I hope you have a lot of stock certificates with you.